Hello, my name is Cecil Hall. This is me right here. And this is my final exam project for PHP 1. Okay, now what we have here is this is the Notepad++ that I use to create the create cookie PHP program. And right here, this is setting the cookie name variable to profile. That's going to be the name of the cookie. Then this variable is going to be used to set the cookie user variable Cecil Hall. So that's going to be the value used for the cookie. And in this next section, this is where we're actually setting the cookie under set cookie command. And there's a little bit of information on that right here on php.net, which you all may be familiar with. And there's some other variables you can use to set the cookies besides just my one variable that I'm using. Okay, and when we set the cookie variable, we're of course going to use the two variables I mentioned, the cookie name and the cookie user. And the other variable is going to be the time variable, and we're going to set it to for 60 days. And the way we do that is we set the value for 1 day right here, the 8,600. Want you to see that a little better. And then we're going to times it by 60, which will set it for 60 days. Okay. And really important thing I want to mention here. This right here, the slash is going to set the cookie to be available from the root folder, and that will allow all the pages on your website to use the cookie. And the cookie needs to be created before the beginning HTML tag, so you can see that we've got that set because our HTML tag is right here. And okay, now into the PHP, another section of PHP. This block here is testing to see if the cookie is set. If the cookie is not set, it's going to print out cookie named. Whatever the cookie name is not set. And then if it is set, it's going to print out cookie name is set, and it's going to have the value. Okay. And now we'll go to our browser, php.net, and this is the create cookie PHP program we were just looking at the code for. And as you can see, the cookie named profile is not set. Now, but what we have to do is refresh. When we refresh the page, you can see that the cookie profile is set and the value is my name, Cecil Hall. Okay, and let's see, next we'll come back here, and this right here, this code piece right here is going to retrieve the value from the cookie, which in my the value that we set for it is Cecil Hall. Alright, and the next thing we're going to look at is going to be this program, the cookie.php. It's pretty much similar to the previous program, the create cookie PHP. The only difference is we have a set the cookie user to be entered through a form, and it's going to post. And the other thing to mention is instead of 30 days, we're going to be expiring it in 60 days. Okay. And then this is similar to what you've already seen, we just talked about. And this is the form, that way we're going to set the value of the cookie. And then we'll go out to cookie.php, and you can see it's got an undefined index because the cookie value has not been set, because it's going to be set through the form. And then we will set it in here. Just type this in. Hit submit. Okay, and of course it's still saying it's not set, but you can see the error message went away. But when we refresh, and yes, I want to continue, the profile is set and the value is Cecil Hall. Okay, if we want to put in a different value, we'll say Emma Wright, and we hit submit and refresh, continue, and we've set the value to Emma Wright. Okay, and now I think we've got that. Let's see, we're going to go to the modify cookie program, and this is going to modify the cookie's value. We'll just change this to something else since I just set it to Emma Wright. I'm going to say, let's set it to Steve Ferguson. Okay, and we'll save it. Alright, and go back to modify cookie PHP. And of course it's not set, and we're going to reload the page. And you can see right here it is set to the value we just entered of Steve Ferguson. Okay. Alright, and come back down here to my Notepad++. Again, all this code is very similar. It's just testing to see if it's set. Cookie values are set. And it's retrieving the value from the cookie here. Alright. And the next file we're going to look at is the delete cookie. Okay, the thing that's a little bit different about this one right here is this right here. This right here, this print R command is going to read the value of the cookies, and the name of the cookie is of course profile, which we talked about before. This unset command is going to get rid of the cookie, which is not really necessary, but a little extra thing I found from the web. And then we're going to set the cookie, and this is the way you delete a cookie. You're actually modifying it. The only thing to really keep in mind is you have to modify it to a time in the past. And that will modify your cookie. Now, the reason I put this print R, I wanted to make sure you could see that the cookie still had a value before I set a time in the past and basically deleted it. And so we're going to print that out, and then we're going to print out again right here. I'm going to print out a value to see what the value is after I ran the delete program. And give me a minute to get back out. Okay, and a delete cookie right here. And you can see the first value that was run before we deleted it had the profile value as Steve Ferguson. And it's right there. And as you can see, it doesn't have a profile. It just has this generic user John Doe, which was right here as well. Okay, and let's see, there was one more thing I wanted to cover. The cookie command is a super global or automatic global variable, and that means it is available in all scopes throughout a script. There is no need to do a global variable to access it within functions or methods. Again, from php.net. Well, this pretty much concludes what I have to say about cookies, so I am going to go ahead and say goodbye. Alright, and thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.